So this is Lucky Duck Rosé from California. There's no vintage. It's 13% alcohol. But this was $3. $3 bottle of wine here, folks. Why not give it a shot? It'd be a good way to try out rosé. If you've never had rosé, go to Walmart now, buy this. It's a really good representative sample of what rosé tastes like. Find me another way you can get hammered for $3. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to It's Just Grapes, the wine show for regular, average alcohol-consuming people like yourself, where we go to the store and pick up terrific deals on bottles of wine that may be terrible and that may be terrific. I gotta tell you, I had no intentions of getting this at the store. I actually went to Walmart, did some grocery shopping, went through the wine aisle just to see what I stumbled across. And I found this. This is Lucky Duck Rosé from California. There's no vintage. It's 13% alcohol. But this was $3. $3 bottle of wine here, folks. It can't be good. I mean, I know I've had cheap wine on the show in the past that was good for $5-6, but a $3 bottle of wine from Walmart, my expectations are low. That being said, it is a rosé, and rosés are quite terrific. So, we'll see. Cork came out nicely, so that's good. I'm going to use my little princessy looking cup here because why not? Look at that bubble. That's kind of cool. I don't even know where to start here. Oh, this cup was dirty. That was not a good idea. So we're going to put that right there. There is a lot of hair floating around on that right now. Oops. Try that again. Good news is this was $3. So, I mean, that's like 38 cents worth of alcohol there. Here we go. Okay, so it's not terrible. For $3, it's actually pretty good. I would imagine the reason this was $3 was Walmart's probably just clearing out old inventory. Because this doesn't taste bad. Then again, it's not particularly good per se. So if you've watched It's Just Grapes in the past, I've had on Dark Horse Rosé, an exceptional rosé that's, I think it was $10, maybe $9. I would spend the extra $6 to get the Dark Horse versus the Lucky Duck that was $3. But again, find me another way you can get hammered for $3. Good luck. And I say hammered because, again, this is 13% alcohol, and it's very easy to drink. So let's actually discuss the wine a little bit. This time, I kind of failed last time when I talked about my Mezza Corona Pinot Grigio. So rosés are kind of a happy medium between reds and whites. They're quite sweet. This one is sweet as well, but they have a really light taste. They taste more like a white than a red. So you can kind of balance that out. If you're used to a lot of reds, this will probably be a pretty big extreme to you. If you're used to whites, this is probably going to be a good thing to drink. Good fruity taste. Nothing crazy. There's no real bad characteristics to this wine. Let me see if the label gives us any info. So, I mean, it gives you a real quick summary. Apricot, melon, honeysuckle. It recommends drinking this with grilled chicken or nutty cheeses. Kind of weird. From California. Not a lot of info. It's not a vintage. So, again, vintage means year. So, whenever there's not a vintage, it means traditionally that they took grapes from past seasons, or they blended in different grapes from different years in addition to the previous year. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Most champagnes are actually blends. It's very rare that a true champagne, derailing this a little bit, it's very rare that a true champagne will actually have a vintage because most of the champagne blenders, they have a very certain taste that they pull grapes from different years for. So that's kind of essentially what you're getting when you don't have a vintage on there, is kind of a blend mutt drink, if you like. But sometimes those end up being better, because with the vintage, if it was crappy weather or something happened during harvesting or someone screwed up during the fermentation process, the whole batch is ruined. To whereas a blend, they can kind of just water it down, water the mistake down with other good grapes, good years that they had. It's actually growing on me a little bit. I drank before this, actually, I finished off my Nobilo Sauvignon Blanc, so my taste is kind of stuck on the Sauvignon Blanc, which is definitely more bitter than this. It has a really nice, pleasant taste. It kind of has that nice rosé, happy, it's exciting to be drinking it. Very vibrant, good notes, good intensity. But, again, it's a $3 bottle of wine. I'm imagining this was probably maybe double that when it was first on the shelves. I'll research this a little bit, put in the description. If I notice that this is actually more money most places and Walmart was blowing it out, I'll let you guys know. But for $3, why not give it a shot? It'd be a good way to try out rosé. If you've never had rosé, go to Walmart now, buy this. It's a really good representative sample of what rosé tastes like. So if you like this, you'll probably really love the $10, $15, $20 rosés, right? Because if you like this, the cheap bad rosé, you'll probably love the really good stuff. Now, I mentioned it before, my Mesa Corona from the previous episode, Pinot Grigio, I actually only drank this one more night since I filmed the episode, and got pretty close to being finished with it. But I don't really know what it was, how to put my finger on it. It just kind of seemed like the second time I had it, I wasn't as enthusiastic about it. So, still would recommend this, but there's definitely better Pinot Grigios out there. There's better white wines out there. So, for more info on this, click the link in the description, or if you're watching on YouTube, it should pop up above me here. But yeah, Mesa Corona Pinot Grigio, not too shabby. Lucky Duck Rosé, also not too shabby. Again, this has an actual cork, so we'll plug this. We'll revisit this next week. So I think we pretty much summed it up. I got my little hairy grunge wine sitting over here I'll have to pour out. Thanks for tuning into this edition of It's Just Grapes. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. Leave us a comment. And I believe my next episode, don't hold me to this, because I'm about to go on vacation for 2 weeks. So I think my next episode, I'm actually going to do a red wine for dummies show where I take like 5 or 6 reds from like Barefoot or Cupcake, one of those cheap brands you get everywhere. And I'm just going to kind of have them out here and we'll talk through it. So that might be something to look forward to. Would be a really educational thing. Otherwise, we will see you in the next episode. Perhaps I will do an episode on vacation. But until next time, see ya and thanks again.